Sleep is a powerful experience that we all have, no matter who you are. Sleep. It allows our bodies to prepare and our minds to sort through any trades so that we can create a winning fantasy season. Hypnosis and meditation are wonderful ways for us to access a slower brain frequency state that is much similar to when we are sleeping. This allows for the creative brain to activate and begin the process of drafting a perfect fantasy football team. Are you ready to go into a very relaxing state to allow yourself to understand what a winning season looks and feels like? Find a small spot to gaze, somewhere comfortably in front of you. Focus on this spot and do not let your eyes turn away. As you look here, I'm going to ask you to blink your eyes with every round that I count, starting with round 14. 14. All the kickers. 13. Some defenses. 12. 11. 10. Blink your eyes. 9. Blink. 8. Blink. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Your eyes are ready to gently close, so just allow them. And you will notice when you do so, a gentle wave of relaxation and draft strategy sweeps completely over you. Now look up, and all you see is more imaginary turf in front of you, but you can hear the crowd cheer. Walk toward the sounds of the fans. As you're walking, you can feel the sun on your skin. Perhaps you can feel a light dew breeze as well. With Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas, Drew will have another dependable fantasy season. You notice the smell of salty air from the Miami beach. You know immediately to walk away from any Dolphins player. You're walking toward the ocean now, and you notice the sand under your feet gets firmer because it's saturated with seawater, and you know that Tom Brady doesn't necessarily mean better numbers for Godwin and Evans. But it's hard not to draft them if the value is in the late second round. And you get to the shore where the ocean meets the sand, and you see little waves coming up and down, up and down. And as the waves come and go, start to imagine Julio Jones having the most consistent year of his career. You see some things in the sand, like more touchdowns, more receptions, and even less drops. You see a little piece of driftwood that's the perfect size for writing in the sand with. Pick up this driftwood. Now draw your fantasy name into the sand where it's moist. Write out each letter, noticing the sound that it makes as you scratch it through the sand. Now write Fantasy Champ under it. Good. Now step back and look at your fantasy team name. As you see your beautiful name that's carried you through your whole life, you notice a little wave coming closer. This wave catches part of your name and washes it away as it goes back into the ocean. And then another wave comes and washes away even more. And another washes it away. And another. Until all you can see is ripples in the sand where your edgy but funny name used to be. That's good. It probably wasn't that great of a name anyways. Now continue walking along your beach, noticing the surroundings. What kind of running backs do you imagine? Mark Ingram, Le'Veon Bell, James Conner? Yes, all great RB2s to choose from if you wait a little too long for a good running back. Can you hear seabirds flying over? Do you trust Russell Wilson? You should. DK Metcalf is a beast. That will take you to an amazing place. How about the wind, gently blowing? Can you feel the warm sun on your skin and the tight ends flying off the board? Kelsey, Kittle, Ertz, Andrews. How does that feel? It's nice, right? If you can't get those, wait as long as possible. Maybe you can even smell the smells of the locker room after the 7th round when you have your starters all set. You find a fresh stadium hot dog that's ready to eat. Most likely it's been boiled. Bite into it and notice how delicious it is. There's no way that met the microwave. Just be at your fantasy game today, eating your hot dog. Now, as you've walked, you've learned a lot about how beautiful your draft can be, and you're ready for a little rest. You look around and notice there's a perfect spot for you to lay down and take a gentle nap in the life-giving sun rays. So go ahead and lie down, and before you close your eyes to rest, you look at your starting flex players and notice guys like Lockett and Terry McLaurin. Don't worry, they'll work out for you. Watch draft clock tick away from your opponents and know that they are panicking while you are calm and cool as ever. This is the most beautiful scene you've ever witnessed. When another podcast mentions a sleeper and you know they are overvalued from hype, no matter how many times it may repeat itself, you say enough. Stop. Very good. Now float and drift into a restful and rejuvenating night's sleep, and when you rise, you will be fully prepared to draft a winning fantasy team.